Hello Europe! Over the last 4 days, more than 400 million Europeans were able to hit the polls from 27 European countries to choose the next 720 MEPs in the European Parliament for the next 5 years. And in this video, we will explain to you what they mean. Alright, so here's the deal. There are hundreds of national parties across all European nation states. Yes, it's a bit of a party jungle out there, but don't worry, we're not going to go through them one by one. Instead, we'll zoom out a bit and look at the bigger picture on a European level. You see, these national parties team up and form 7 major European political groups. Think of it as an Avengers-style team-up, but for politics. For instance, in the EPP, you have Germany's CDU-CSU, Spain's PP, and Italy's Forza Italia, among many others. So who came in 7th? The left in the European Parliament group did, with 35 seats, representing left-wing parties all across the bloc. Now keep in mind that these results aren't completely final, but they're accurate to about 98%. The left group is composed of various parties from different countries, with the biggest being La France Insoumise with 9 seats, Greece's Syriza with 3 seats, and then Germany's Die Linke with only 2 seats. So how did they perform to the last time? Well, they actually experienced a small shift, losing 2 seats. And if you want more detail about what they stand for, please see the video linked above. So who came in 6th? The Greens did, with 53 seats, championing environmental and progressive causes. The Greens group is made up of various parties from across Europe. For example, Germany's Bündnis 90 and Die Grünen with 13 seats, France's Ecologists with 5 seats, and the Dutch GroenLinks with 4 seats. So how did they perform compared to last time? Unfortunately for them, they took a massive hit, losing 18 seats in total. But despite this setback, they remain committed to pushing for environmental sustainability and social justice. And if you want to learn more about them, see the link above. So who came in 5th place? Well, the Identity and Democracy ID group did, with 58 seats, known for their nationalist and Eurosceptic stance. The IND group is composed of various parties from across Europe. The biggest by far is France's National Rally, with a whopping 30 seats, followed by the Dutch PVV with 7 seats, and Italy's Lega with 7 seats. So how did they perform compared to last time? Well, they saw a noticeable change, gaining 9 seats. This gain would have been even more if Germany's AfD had not been kicked out of the IND group only a couple of weeks ago. This positions them as a significant force in EU politics, and if you want more details about what they stand for, again, check out the link above. Now before we go to the top 4, have you ever wondered about your own family's past? This brings me to today's sponsor, MyHeritage, a true game changer. I started by simply entering information about my parents and grandparents, and whoop, there it was. I discovered my great-grandparents and many generations further back. The process was so easy, even with little family information to start with, as MyHeritage has over 19 billion historical records to work with. I also stumbled upon some astonishing facts. I always thought my family was entirely European, but guess what? I found out that I have ancestors who have roots in Turkey and Indonesia. Looks like the Dutch colonial past in Indonesia wasn't just a chapter in the history books, but a part of my own family story. Who knew? And check this out. I uploaded this old family photo to MyHeritage. Their tools let me repair, colorize, enhance, and even animate it. It's like bringing my family's history into the present. And here's something super exciting. You can sign up to a 14-day trial to explore the vast resources of MyHeritage. Start your journey into your family's past today and find the link in the description. So who came in 4th? Well, it was the European Conservatives and Reformists, also called ECR, with 72 seats, known for their conservative and soft Eurosceptic policies. The ECR is composed of various parties from across Europe, the biggest being Italy's Brothers of Italy with 23 seats, Poland's Law and Justice Party with 20 seats, and Spain's Vox with 6 seats. So how did they perform compared to last time? Well, they saw a solid performance, gaining 3 seats, positioning them as an even more significant force in EU politics. For more information about the group, check out the link above. So now, what about 3rd place? And can we have a drumroll please? And it is the centrist Renew Europe group, known for their pro-European and liberal stance, with a total of 83 seats. The Renew Europe group is composed of various parties from across Europe, and the biggest are France's Renaissance Party and their allies with 13 seats, Czechia's ANO party with 7 seats, and Progressive Slovakia with 6 seats. But how did they perform compared to last time? Well, they experienced a significant downward shift, losing a staggering 19 seats. Nonetheless, they are still a major player in EU politics, and for more information, check the link above. So who is the runner-up? And we need another drumroll, please. It's the center-left S&D group with a total of 135 seats. The S&D group consists of the following parties from all over Europe, and the biggest are Spain's Workers' Party with 20 seats, Italy's Democratic Party with 19 seats, and France's Socialist Party with 13 seats. When we compare their performance to the last time, they actually lost a few seats, 4 of them. But they won't be too upset, as they are still the second most dominant force. And if you want more information, as usual, see the link above. So who's the big winner here? Well, a final drumroll please, because it is the center-right EPP group, who snagged the most seats with a total of 189. The EPP is made up of loads of parties from all across Europe, the biggest being the CDU and CSU from Germany with 31 seats, then Spain's PPP with 22 seats, and then Poland's Civic Coalition with 18 seats. When we compare their performance to last time, they actually gained loads of new seats, 13 of them, and this makes them by far the largest party in EU politics. And if you want more details about what they actually want for Europe, see the link above. So here you have a final overview of the European groups. But hold your horses. These are the groups we've had in the previous 5-year parliament. National parties might shuffle around, meaning that these numbers might change. And guess what? New groups can form too. There have been rumors of an ECR-ID supergroup that could catapult them to second place. Or maybe Meloni's party will ditch the ECR and join forces with von der Leyen in the EPP group. While both of these moves are long shots, they are still in the realm of possibility. Plus, you may have noticed earlier that there are 95 MEPs in the non-aligned pile, meaning they do not have a political affiliation yet. This includes Germany's AfD and Hungary's Fidesz camp. They could potentially jump ship and join one of these groups to beef them up. Basically, what I am trying to say is that a lot can change. So what did we learn? Well, it looks like the right wing had quite the party. All the right-leaning groups in the European Parliament gained extra MEPs, and that's not even counting the AfD folks who are currently flying solo. But Ursula von der Leyen was the star of the show, snagging the most seats and adding 13 more to her tally from last time. On the flip side, the Greens and the Liberals had a bit of a rough night, losing the most seats. This was so shocking that Macron called for a French election right after his poor showing against Marine Le Pen, and the Belgian Prime Minister even resigned after his party's defeat. We will definitely produce more videos about this in the coming week, so stay tuned. But in a nutshell, the EPP, S&D, and Renew Europe still have the majority if you add up their seats, so we'll most likely have the same coalition as last time. There's so much happening though, and we'll keep you updated with all the juicy details, so don't forget to subscribe and stay in the loop with all things European. Oh, and remember to check out MyHeritage. Start your 14-day trial to journey into your family's past today. Find the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to support us further, please consider signing up on Patreon. See you soon.